Now from the ancient lands of Corythus, Acron, a Greek, had come, and in his rush had left behind an uncompleted wedding. And when Mezentius saw him from far off, as he dashed through the ranks with crimson plumes and purple robe, the gift of his betrothed, even as often, if a starving lion, when ranging deep within the forest, driven by his mad hunger, sees by chance a racing goat or a great horned stag, then he rejoices. His mouth gapes monstrously. He rears his mane and clings, crouching above the carcass's guts, his cruel jaws bathed by black blood. Just so Mezentius rushed on, keen against the crowd of enemies. Poor Acron is cut down. He hammers at the black ground with his heels, and dying, stains his broken spear with blood. That same arm did not condescend to kill Aeneid as he fled, to wound him from behind with hurled spearhead. Mezentius moved about and met him face to face, to win by force of arms and not by stealthiness. Then with his foot upon Aeneid's body, pressing and tugging at his shaft to wrench it free, to throw the dead man off, Mezentius, my men, one who was great in war lies here, the high Aeneid. All his comrades join. They all take up their chieftain's joyful paean. But with his dying breath Aeneid cries, whoever you may be, O victor, I shall not go unavenged. You will not shout for long with joy. The same end waits for you. You too shall soon be stretched on these same fields. To this Mezentius, smiling in his anger, now die, and let the Father of the gods and King of men look after me. This said, he wrenched the spear out of Aeneid's body. Then brutal quiet, iron sleep pressed down his eyes. Their light is locked in endless night. Caedicus kills Alcathous, Sacrator, Hydaspes. Rapo kills Parthenius and hardy Orses, and Messapus kills both Clonius and Aricetes, son born of Lycaon. One as he lay on the ground, thrown by his rearing horse, the other on foot, in hand-to-hand combat. And Agis, the Lycian, rode up too, but Valaris, one worthy of his tough ancestors, kills him. Then Thronius is slain by Salius, and Salius is slaughtered by Nealces, he famous for his javelin and for far-ranging arrows that come on by stealth. And now the heavy hand of Mars gave grief and death to both alike. The armies were, both conquerors and conquered, each in turn killing and being killed, and neither side knew what was flight. The gods inside Jove's palace take pity on both armies' pointless anger. They sorrow at the trials of mortal men. Here Venus watches, there against her Juno. And pale Tisiphone storms through those thousands. But now Mezentius wheels across the field, a whirlwind, brandishing his giant shaft, even as great Orion when he strides on foot, cutting a path across the sea's great deeps, his shoulder taller than the waves, or when, while carrying an aged ash from some high mountain, he advances on the ground, head hidden in the clouds. Such was Mezentius marching in his mammoth armor. But when Aeneas sees him down the long line of attack, he hurries on to meet him. The massive body of Mezentius stands, unfrightened, steady, and awaiting his great-hearted enemy. His eyes take measure of how much space is needed for his spear. My own right hand, which is my God, and this my shaft that I now poise to cast, be gracious. I vow that you yourself, Lausus, my son, shall be the living trophy of Aeneas, dressed in the spoils stripped from that robber's body. He spoke and hurled his hissing spear from far. It flies, but glances off Aeneas' shield, and strikes near by, between the groin and side, the great Antores, friend of Hercules, who, sent from Argos, stayed with King Evander and settled down in an Italian city. Luckless, he has been laid low by a wound not meant for him. He looks up at the sky, and dying calls to mind his gentle Argos. And now pious Aeneas casts his lance, and through the hollow shield of triple brass, the layers of linen, and the woven work of 3 bulls' hides, it passed and sank to rest low in Mezentius' groin. And yet by then its strength was spent. Aeneas, glad to see the Tuscan's blood, snatches his sword quickly. He lifts it from his thigh, and raging, he now races toward his trembling enemy. But Lausus, for the love of his dear father, groaned deep as he saw this. His tears were many. And here I surely shall not leave untold, for such a deed can be more readily believed because it was done long ago. The trial of your harsh death and gallant acts, and you yourself, young man, to be remembered.